just when you thought it was could be another boring self self-contained episode, they're all talking about this so mundane and boring. Along comes something that spices up your day at the last minute to tack on to the end of Marvel Talks. So we are going to talk about that with Ryan at the end of the episode, but we're gonna talk about spend beginning half or more 75% talking about Just Jen, which is a self contained Marvel episode. And uh, we might agree to disagree differently than what the fan base has said on the internet about this. So, without further ado, uh, we're gonna get to that soon. Um, so yeah, let's go. All right, so we are going to talk about Just Jen today, and I don't didn't know what to make of this episode. I guess they were trying to kind of do a spoof or like a spoof on the whole inconvenient episode of the series. And I mean, I appreciated it for that aspect. Uh,
Yeah, I felt the same way too. I'm thinking, I'm kind of curious where this direction for this episode's going to go. But I feel like they played off that joke really well when Jen like breaks the fourth wall and like joking about it.
yeah, and
They're not afraid to show their side of the coin.
yeah, and I really like how She-Hulk, the title changed to Just Jen, Eternal
Yeah.
Law, and they
Oh,
play.
how convenient there's a wedding episode in the middle of the season. Huh. Interesting.
Yeah, and when I was looking through the quotes and then trying to, because I thought it was next week, sorry about that again. Um, it said like under movie connections or whatever, it said spoofs, uh, Daredevil, and then a couple of episodes where it talks, and it's a dense fourth wall break. Uh, but she mentions that the self-contained wedding episode is a wink not to expect the appearance of Daredevil despite the take of the previous episode. And
Yeah.
a lot of fans were really pissed off that uh, they
Daredevil
didn't
didn't
get
make an
their
appearance.
yeah, Daredevil. And I was kind of like, before you add the spoof section, I'm like, okay, I was mad too. And then when I was thinking about it, I'm like, okay, are they kind of spoofing the whole inconvenience episode? Um, and then I read that, and that kind of solidified myself that yes, they were kind of spoofing on along that at the same time. Um, because yeah, I exercised it, and I'm like, okay. And then right at the end, when they like did tease for the next episode, get the show started to get going with that intelligentsia thing, and when the credits rolled, I'm like, Now though, after 6 episodes, is the story begins.
Yeah, I felt the same way too. But like thinking about re- responding to your comment, I feel like this was not so much about Jen. I felt like it was about Mr. Immortal. I felt like this was kind of like an inconvenience type episode of the wedding joke, which they played off well. At the same time, showing Mr. Immortal, another MCU character in this episode, I felt like it was more about him more and less on Jan, but at the same time, they kind of like portioned it out well. I felt like this episode was more like the setup for Mr. Immortal's character. Somehow, I get this feeling with my vibes that like will be like seeing Mr. Immortal not once again as well, maybe
Yeah,
like twice or third time of appearance, at
yeah,
least a second time, because like somehow my vibes are like picking up like, oh, we're going to see Mr. Immortal again, because I
either,
felt like they set that up for this.
either
As I'm
that,
repeating myself.
yeah, either that or he's a one-off character that they use and he's probably not going to show up again. But even if it is, because we did hear, like, during interviews and stuff, they all going to be like minor characters that aren't really introduced in the MCU world. And this series is giving them their one moment to shine. And
Oh
then,
yeah,
yeah, might not be seen again. But yeah,
here's hoping for those characters.
yeah, but yeah, I took like few notes. Yeah, I like the Mr. Immortal, the divorce case with this eight wives, or as I put on there, 7 brides, quote unquote, and one groom.
Interesting. Yeah, I picked up on that too. 8 wives.
Yeah,
Talking about a divorce case.
yeah. So, but yeah, I then I went back and forth, killed himself trying to get out of a relationship. Then we cut back to meanwhile we see Tatiana at the wedding, and might I add, Lulu is probably the worst friend ever to Jen. Yeah, because not only that, but yeah, like, ew, the fact that she's marrying her dog. Yuck. So, yeah, but I really, like, they played the fight scene really well. And I like that DJ when he goes, wedding fight.
Yeah, I thought that was hilarious. Wedding fight. Then like plays the music, and that music really ties in well the fight sequence too.
Yeah, so, and then, then I went back forth, like back pay, and then I wrote intelligentsia, which the spelling, which the spell check on my notes document went back to intelligence. I don't know why, but this intelligentsia. And then, I wrote, oh, then I went, oh no, she forgot to hold her, she can't hold her drink without Hulk form, which led to the wedding fight. And then back to the intelligentsia website again. Well, it's basically a tease for next week's episode. Well,
Yeah, I felt like the same vibe too. I feel like we'll be seeing that little intelligentsia, if I'm saying it right, website again. They set it up that well. I feel like we'll be seeing that reference again.
you wrote, yeah, I wrote when I first watched it, I was on the, the other room watching it, and was when the credits rolled, I'm like, now we're getting somewhere. And I managed to write that down in my notes. But did it take a lot of notes considering it's it was like such a short running time. So they did very well on this episode, kind of close the book because we did see Jen finally go on a date at the end. That
Yeah, so it's nice to see too.
you liked her for both herself and a She-Hulk, which
Just Jen.
we'll probably see him around in more episodes.
Yeah, I was feeling the same vibe too. I feel like we'll be seeing Jen's friend again.
Yeah, and I did like the Shulky comment or Shulky name that Nikki drops. Shulky. Yeah.
That's funny. I thought that was like cute.
Yeah. Yeah, and then I like the credits that always like had a few minutes to show like drawings of what happened afterwards with the pictures and Tatiana getting her teeth checked up at the dentist and fixed. And yeah, so
Nuts.
next week, hopefully I'll watch Thursday, but it's gonna lead into the next one, and hopefully it'll. Because I saw on the movie net database, I think they spoiled it because I think they revealed her like superhero suit in the next one.
Yeah, I picked up on that reference too. So, what does the super suit looks like? Are you bringing it? It's like, no, and no, I really don't need it. And like they totally like set that up, but like I feel the same vibe. We'll be like seeing the super suit down the road.
Oh yeah, I forgot when I said that. That's right in the beginning of the episode.
Yeah, when she was like packing and everything, and Nikki's like, "Are you bringing the super suit?" No, I don't need the super suit. You never know. You might need a super suit. Nah, I'll be fine. Nah. Then like I feel like we're gonna be like seeing her suit all in its glory with the outfit and everything, and like the final episode. I feel like we're gonna like get like little like ideas and little references to it to leading up to the final episode.
Oh
It's just a feeling of mine.
oh because we have only three episodes left. 7, 8, and 9. So, and then, yep.
They're really good on subtle references, like making like a subtle reference to a suit or to the superhero name. They're very like subtle. It's not like pushed or forced. It's very like natural and very organic.
Yeah, and I mean, if people just realized, this was like a spoof or Marvel spoofing their inconvenient episodes, then people would have appreciated it more. I think, Marvel is kind of like Disney with Enchanted at poking fun of the princess, the genre that made them so popular. I think MCU has done it uh, with themselves with the various shows, which kind of shows what works and what does not with the public. And usually these inconvenient starts or like midway through like this episode or season one that they usually bring it down before it goes right back up in the finale.
Yeah, I'm there with you there, Chris.
Yeah, so yeah, okay. Yeah, so now yeah, was what I was gonna get into before I accidentally spoiled it for you. I did remember the uh, I did remember to do it in my intro. Uh,
Been an really,
uh,
but we've been working very hard on the.
Let me rewind it. Yeah, so we got him and we got the movie State, which is, yes, September 6th.
Wow.
That puts
They
it
got
at
Hugh Jackman.
the
Sorry.
end. I know I'm fine. Yeah, told my parents and yeah, they're like, I thought he was done playing Wolverine. That's what I thought too. Uh, because they made like semi joke of this for like the past two Deadpool films, and then with the X-Men Origins Wolverine, which was not well received because they showed up Deadpool's looks in that one and made
Yeah, I heard the
Deadpool
same thing too.
totally unrecognizable. So they're paying off that well, and I don't know, since this is Deadpool's first time, I don't know if they can bring any more of the MCU people in the movie, but it's gonna be, you realize now that MCU has its first R-rated film.
Oh wow. Wow.
Yeah, so yeah, I I saw the first two Deadpool films. I kind of liked it and I did not. But I mean, Ryan Reynolds seems to have a fun time with these movies and is promising the fans what he wants. So, and
Yeah, I saw the first two too. First Deadpool and second Deadpool. It's like a hit or miss with people, I guess. But like I found them entertaining. But like seeing a third Deadpool coming along, that's like a trilogy set there. And like getting Hugh Jackman to be in the third one, that just adds another layer to the topic.
yeah, so yeah, now he joins along with like Samuel L. Jackson as being the one with most uh, appearances because
Yeah.
yeah, he was tied with Nick Fury, and then when Nick Fury did Secret Invasion, it kind of bumped him up from like 9 to 10. And if he does the two Avengers films, I think he's gonna get back up there. But yeah, I mean, and yeah, obviously, as you said before, this is gonna be a change because last time we saw him, he died
Yeah.
in Logan, which actually I really liked.
Right. And like I'm kind of curious how the continuation of Logan's story will continue on. Will we see like a younger version of Wolverine where Deadpool goes through time travel, use some sort of time travel thing, or will he be resurrected and come back? I'm very intrigued on the idea that what will the synopsis and the story will be for Deadpool 3.
Yeah, And then, yeah, I read one of the comments on the movie website, and they're like, put him in the suit. Because they're waiting for, like, they're waiting for that yellow shift. Yeah,
Yeah, the yellow spandex Wolverine suit. Yeah.
yeah, because we kept getting him in the black suit for so many years. And yeah,
And like we see it like reference in like a deleted scene. I forgot which Wolverine movie, but like we saw it only like in a case, but never him like wearing the suit itself.
yeah. And then,
It
yes,
leaves a question mark on that. Will we see Hugh Jackman wearing the iconic Wolverine outfit?
for the 10th and only time.
Right.
And I mean, with the date being September 6th, it kind of puts it at the end of phase 5, but at the but it might be at the beginning of phase 6 before Fantastic Four. So I don't know where it falls on the spectrum, since Fantastic Four is now persist. Now, as of right now, Fantastic Four is positioned to be the first film in the phase 6.
Yeah, I heard the same thing too with Fantastic Four being the start of Phase 6. I'm kind of curious what will launch other things with Fantastic Four following after that movie.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, we got, yeah, like the first Spider-Man. Wait, we got like the, wait, I think we got like the second Spider-Man No Way Home in between of like phases 2 and 3. So, I mean, it might play out like that. So, yeah, I don't know where it's gonna hold, but I'm excited that they got Hugh Jackman to play him one more time.
Right? Oh my God.
Yeah, because I've been a big fan of him since the first X-Men films, which I liked first X-Men, X2, X3, I didn't like a lot, and then, yeah, I'm told, yeah, the Wolverine was like, nope, yep, and then we got him again in Days of Future Past, which I really liked, and then Logan was kind of along the lines of the same level, although it was different in that Logan was more R-rated, and the others were PG-13.
Yeah, I've been a fan of Hugh Jackman as well. At the same time, seeing him playing Wolverine in the first X-Men movie, I'm like thinking, okay, this is cool movie. I'm liking this, and at the same time, I've been a fan of X-Men too as a kid, even now. But like going from X-Men to all the movies that we saw Hugh Jackman in as Wolverine with all the X-Men, and up to now, and he kind of like stopped doing it for a while. But like we're seeing him again. I'm thinking this is cool because we haven't seen him in a while for an MCU movie. He's been in like other movies, but like which is fine. But like this sparks excitement here on the conversation board.
Yeah, and then, yeah, I heard you have the slowly bringing mutants into the Marvel films now, which I can only imagine Phase 6 is gonna feature like an X-Men movie now.
Right? Oh my God.
Yeah, because we already established Miss Marvel in the TV show, her TV show. Well, Namor is revealed to be mutant in Black Panther, and now we're getting um, about getting Wolverine in Deadpool 3, which I don't know if he's gonna bring back uh, Colossus and Negasonic Teenage Warhead.
Right. You got me thinking about it just now too. Colossus.
Yeah, yeah, even Deadpool admits, what? That is a cool sounding name. So, yeah, and a lot of people liked Colossus in the Fox movies because Colossus was much more authentic to the comic books. I mean, the last time we saw him in a Marvel film was X2, but yeah, I think the public loved him more in Deadpool and Deadpool 2. So as as we get closer to, oh, there it goes. As we get closer to the filming date of Deadpool 3, because I mean the date's like September 6th. I think it's gonna start in like probably June or July next year. We'll see more casting announcements of who's gonna be back. And from the Deadpool franchise or Fox Deadpool franchise, and if anyone from the Marvel universe is gonna be in there. Like She-Hulk, because She-Hulk breaks the fourth wall.
Yeah, just as much as Deadpool does.
Yeah, so yeah, and I mean, she might. Who knows? She might even swear like Deadpool. So
We have not seen that yet.
yeah, so that's gonna be really interesting to see how an R-rated, basically an R-rated film in the MCU will react the PG-13 mode. And yeah, as I said before, we had films before Marvel that were all that. I mean, Blade started off in an R-rated film of his own in the 90s before coming into the Marvelverse. So, yeah, we don't know if anybody else is going to be in the in the Deadpool films, or how they will react to an R-rated Marvel film.
It's more like a wait and see kind of period to see like who else is going to be in Deadpool 3. But it feels like we're like in this roller coaster ride. So far, we know like some things, but not a whole lot of information. We know Hugh Jackson is returning. Obviously, we know Ryan Reynolds is returning for Deadpool 3. I'm kind of curious what other characters they're going to put in Deadpool 3 from in the Marvel world.
Yeah, so
rather from the MCU or like side superhero characters or side villains or supporting villains or supporting heroes.
yeah, and if there's a best bet to learn about more, it's going to be either through his social media site or Comic-Con next year, because San Diego Comic-Con is, I think, the place where Marvel has been announcing the film since Iron Man.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll hear something about it then. So, all right, I'll talk to you later, and yeah, I'll get in touch with you about next week.
Gotcha. Marvel out.
Marvel out, man. All right, so yeah, talking about inconvenient episode. This was like a little inconvenience because I just read my text message from line one, so that's how we got all kind of a little discombobulated cattywampus, but I mean it's all good now. So we'll be so basically I'll be back in 2 weeks talking about episode. Well, scratch that, because I will be talking about episode 7 next week. Um, then you have 7, 8, and 9, and then Werewolf by Night, then the Christmas episodes, and then I'm thinking if anybody from Film Club or anyone wants to do this, I'm gonna probably do one of these for next year as movie, as like a kind of a movie review wise, because next year will be the 15th anniversary of not only Marvel Studios, but the first film, Iron Man. So I would like to do something about that. Uh, Probably next year, like sometime during the period between Secret Invasion and either Loki or Echo. So, but I'll probably know more about that coming next year. So it's a thing. So yeah. So this has been Chris Walker. So episode 7 next week. Peace out. Marvel out. Bye.